All right, ladies and gentlemen, after a slew of technical difficulties, we are thrilled to finally welcome you to Panama City Beach, Florida for the 2024 NHFA 8-Man Football Championship Tournament. My name is Will Morrow, and joining me in the booth in a moment here will be James Shannon. And on behalf of 8-Man Extreme, we are thrilled to welcome you here to Vernon Field. We've got an exciting matchup already here to kick things off this morning as the Coastal Homeschool Hurricanes are taking on the Southern Christian Patriots. Southern on the board already after a big opening kick, taken back to the 4-yard line by Jagger Scott, who followed it up with a quick touchdown. Now Coastal looking to get something going for themselves. So that'll be brought down to the 49-yard line. First and 10, they'll spread the wideouts here and rush it up the gut to no avail. Colin Wood takes the snap, rolls right, fires. He's got a man, and that will fall incomplete. Intended for Josh Ashton Millage. Good breakup by the defensive back, crowded backfield there. Difficult to manage. Bring up 4th and 11 and a punt here for Coastal. Jagger Scott back to receive for the Patriots. That boot will trickle out of bounds at the 25. Excuse me, the 26-yard line. And the Southern offense will trot back onto the field. Elijah Bailey already leading a scoring drive early in this game, still 7-0. Crowd getting fired up early here at Vernon Field. Bailey will take it himself. Makes a move at the line of scrimmage and won't get much more on that play. Southern will set up on 2nd down as we welcome James Shannon to the booth.
Maybe. Can you hear me? All right, there we go.
Quick pass to Jagger Scott in the backfield, and he will carry that down to the 34-yard line.
And really, this is the first. Really, this is the first substantial drive we're going to see from Southern Christian today. Obviously, first drive of the game, just a bang into the end zone real quick to jump on the scoreboard. So the first time we've seen them kind of march the field, and we'll see if we can do it right now.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can make anything happen here. And Bailey gets the D-line to jump. Flags fly.
Offsides, Coastal. 5-yard penalty. The yardage gives it a first down.
And a great job there from Bailey on the hard count.
That'll bring him up to the 39-yard line.
You got to love a good hard count.
Oh, absolutely. A little bit of trickery early. Oh. And the pitch. That's Lawton Curran making a couple tricky moves beyond the 50. And he will move the chains for the Patriots.
When you're here in Florida, you pull out all the stops. You go for it, and you kind of throw the kitchen sink at them. Not everything, but you do throw some things out there that can't be scouted for, maybe some new plays that you come up with. Obviously, Southern Christian, having lost in the first round of their playoffs, they've had a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to kind of prepare for this, and definitely have dialed up some interesting things here.
Absolutely, James. Maybe early in this tournament, but you have to leave it all on the field. As Bailey will line up Scott with him in the backfield, and he'll take the handoff. It's Scott. He'll bring it up to the 38-yard line. Takes the snap, hands it off. It's Gabriel Decker, the sophomore. Taking it 4 yards upfield.
Right there, coming right there through the middle. Good job by Decker. Getting a few yards, setting up a third. Third and short. I would look for another hard count here.
This Patriots offense looking to keep momentum alive with clock winding in the first.
They're going to that same formation they hit him with the hard count with.
Almost got him again. But they won't fall for it a second time, folks, as he takes the snap, rolls to his right, fires. He's got him, man. It's Ashton Millage. Oh, excuse me. Jed Scott, pardon me for that, folks.
Yeah, Jed Scott on that
Scott,
post.
the receiver.
Jed Scott on that post route. Great job rolling out by Elijah Bailey. Able to hit Scott on that deep post route, setting up a 1st and goal for the Patriots.
I have a feeling where they might be going with this one, folks. We saw it earlier on in this first quarter, and we see it again. Goal-to-go situation. And they've got their man. It's Jagger Scott. Walks in for his second score of the day.
Pretty simple play right there. That wing comes back, kicks out the defensive end, just straight power play right up the middle. Easy score for the Southern Christian Patriots, going up 13-0 in this first quarter.
This early lead, courtesy of their all-purpose yards leader on the season. 23 touchdowns for Jagger Scott during this regular season. He's tacked on 2 more today. Line up Hahn for the extra point. And he's got it again. 14-0 Southern Christian Patriots.
Yeah, 2 big plays there for the Southern Christian Patriots on both scoring drives, able to make this thing 14-0. Coastal with that Coastal costful 3 and out there, giving the ball back to the Patriots. Patriots are really doing a lot of good things on offense, look for them to keep it up. If you're Coastal, you gotta get something going here. You got to make this a one-score game with 4:13 left in the first quarter.
Absolutely. This rainy weather has made it a little difficult to go to that passing game that this team has relied on so much. Let's see if they can get anything going with the weather.
Yeah, but that sun's coming out a little bit.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
may be able to chunk the ball around a little bit.
It's got the makings of a beautiful day here in Panama City Beach. Once again, folks, I'm Will Morrow, and joining me in the booth is Eli Cornett. Got Cade Aitchison as well down on the sideline with us today, as he'll take that opening kick, dancing around, breaking tackles. He's got room to move on the sideline. He's brought down. That's Josh Ashton Millage.
Yeah, Millage, great job dancing around, finding the open space, finding the crease, able to get the ball down to the 1-yard line. Good job by Hahn making the tackle to prevent. You got a kicker out there making a tackle, so you got a kicker going out there saving the touchdown. So great job there.
Love to see that effort
by the junior kicker and wide receiver to prevent that Coastal touchdown.
Absolutely, and that'll bring up 1st and 10, deep in their own zone.
Yeah, if you're Coastal, the weather's cleared up a little bit. I'd go to that passing game. You're at the 28-yard line. You got 4 minutes in the first quarter. You're not really sweating just yet with that lethal passing attack of Coastal. I wouldn't doubt if they're able to punch this one in.
As Colin Wood takes the snap, flags fly.
Yeah, they were going for that jet sweep
Offsides, Patriots. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
That offsides call on the offense will walk them back about 5 yards.
Yeah, they were going for that jet sweep play. Worked out in their favor there. Looked like there might have been a crease. I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to it.
1st and 15 from the 27. 1st and 5, excuse me. And they'll run it. It's Ashton Millage again.
Yeah, Millage able to get the sweep there, get on the outside, able to cut the corner a little bit, able to move the chains, setting up the Coastal Hurricanes in scoring position.
Absolutely. That'll bring them just to the cusp of the red zone here on the 21.
Yeah, and you got time in your favor right now. 3:28 winding down the first quarter. Take your time. You're not on a rush. Get a few run plays in there. Probably get inside the 15. I would just run it from here on out. Going straight I formation here.
He takes the snap. The handoff to Jace Knight, team's rushing leader.
Yeah, and great job there by Gavin Cooper for the Patriots. Able to swallow him up to create a 2nd and 8. Looks more like 2nd and 7. So keep running that ball. Good job getting 3 yards. Every coach tells their running back they want to get at least 3 to 4 yards in every carry. So great job there by the Hurricane running game.
Absolutely. 3 games of 100-plus yards this season for Jace Knight as they'll continue to chip away.
And Chase Knight's been one of their go-to guys. He's kind of their bell cow. So I would look for him to get the ball a lot today.
Wood under center. He'll roll out. Looking deep, runs out of room, and he is sacked.
Yeah, and he was rolling out with that bootleg pass. He had a drag coming underneath with the post going over top. Good job by the Patriot defense, the Patriot secondary, able to cover that up, allowing their pass rush to get to him, setting up the Patriots in a crucial 3rd and long to try to get inside the 10-yard line.
Absolutely. It seems like this will bring up a 3rd and forever for Coastal. 2 in the backfield as Wood drops back again. Look into the left side, and it's Ashton Millage again. He's got the grab. 3 men in coverage, and a flag will fly.
Wait, that was just a great play there by Millage in triple coverage, catching that ball there on that crossing route, able to set them up 4th and 8. Still got a long way to go. Looks like we may get a penalty tacked on here as we are about to get the call from the official.
After the play's over, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 7 on Coastal. That's his first. 15-yard penalty, 4th down.
And that's a crucial penalty if you're the Coastal Hurricanes. You had it 4th and 8. Now you're going to be more, looks like they're going to back it up all the way to the 20. Looks like they're going to back it up to the 20. Looks like the yard marker's still moving.
Timeout, Coastal.
About
That's their
22.
first.
And you just know the Southern Christian Patriots are happy to have that one back. Timeout on the field. And we're going to go to commercial break here. We will be back with more 8-man football after this. And we're back as Coastal sets up on the 35.
Going split back here.
Costly penalty, forces him to look deep again. Looks again to his dead ringer, Ashton Millage.
And
Thing falls incomplete.
And Millage was running that corner route. Looks like both receivers kind of bumped into each other right there, trying to get to the respective corner routes. Great job by the Patriots secondary coming up with that 4th and out.
And the Patriots will take over on offense. Already up 14-0, looking to extend their lead.
And if you're the Coastal Hurricanes, you got to get a stop here. You're down 14-0 with 1:30 in the first quarter. Your offense hasn't been able to really get anything going. Milch has kind of been your go-to guy on offense, so you really need him to step on the defensive side of the ball too. So you were really desperate for a stop.
He's got a couple tackles on the day already. As they'll snap this quick handoff back to Jagger Scott, their 2-time scorer already on the day. He'll take that down to the 50. Excuse me, he'll take that down to the 39. Pardon my dust, folks.
And yeah, that was a good start for the Coastal Hurricane defense. Able to just only stop him for about 4 yards there on the play, 5 yards, pardon me. But that's what you got to do. You got to stop them with the run game, and you got to respect their passing game too as well.
From the 39, 2 in the backfield as they put a man in motion. And that's the quarterback taking it himself. Elijah Bailey.
Yeah, and that was just a running back in motion. Put the running back in motion, get him outside, get him on that linebacker, the outside linebacker out there, pick up that block with the quarterback sweep. So great job picking up the first down. Great play design by the Southern Christian Patriot offense.
Elijah Bailey leading the team in rushing attempts on this season. You know, he likes to run it himself. Clock winding down in the first here as they'll hand it off to Jagger Scott again. Upended. And we are heading to break at the end of the first quarter. clipped, and we're back at the 41. Elijah Bailey with the empty backfield.
Patriots, 5-yard penalty, still
draws
second
the
down.
flag. Oh, excuse me, false start on the offense. That'll walk him back here to the 46. Another empty backfield. Takes the snap, he'll carry it again himself. Stays up, wrestled down by James Ben, the senior. Gained a couple back on that one.
So you're in a 3rd and long here if you're the Patriots. You're up 14-0. Again, you're up 14-0. I would go back to the passing game. You're about 3rd and 6, so Coastal's already proven they can stop the run game. So I would probably go to pass here, maybe a little bootleg. They've shown that as well. They're going to split back here, so I would motion it back down to the wing. I'd probably get another play action pass here.
Aiden Hahn in motion pre-snap. As Bailey runs out of time, but he's got his man. It's Jagger Scott again.
And Jagger Scott having a day on the ground and through the air, able to pick up a good chunk of yards right there, setting up another 1st down for the Patriots.
Tossed out at the 25, and that will move the chains. The rhythm has been there thus far on the day for the Southern Patriots.
Going back to that wing formation, look for another sweep.
More pre-snap motion, and he bobbles it. Lawton Curran. Near disaster on the bobbled handoff, but he will take that deep inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, just another sweep play able to get the outside. The Coastal Hurricane defense is having a really hard time defending the edge, and the Patriots are just taking advantage of it. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So good job there by the offense, able to pick up another good gain.
Both teams have been clinging to that sideline so far today, but Southern Christian Patriots have been seeing the most success out of it.
And both teams have tried to go up the middle, but both D-lines are playing really well today. So they're really trying to exploit the edge. So if they come up with a little bit more, I would look for them to go back downhill.
Bailey takes the snap, pitches it back to Jagger Scott, runs out of room. Down to the 5-yard line.
Again, Jagger Scott, he's kind of been their go-to guys. We've seen Millich for the Hurricanes, but Jagger Scott doing it all, able to get that ball down. Looks like it's going to be the 7-yard line. Looks like he did get to the 5, but that was probably his forward progress. But, again, another good gain, able to pick up 3 yards. That's what every coach wants.
He's been doing it all for this offense so far today, so why stop now for Jagger Scott?
Going back to that I formation, good old-fashioned football. Look for another dose of Jagger Scott.
And then ball's loose. Recovered by the defense.
Yeah, and just a mishandled snap. Mishandled getting the handoff. So a big break for the Coastal Hurricanes. So we're all good.
That is James Benet on the fumble recovery. Had a sack earlier on in this one, and we're going to kick it down to Kate Aitchison on the sideline.
We are here in Florida to kick off the NHFA 8-man Extreme Football Tournament. With these two teams, the Southern Christian Patriots and the Coastal Hurricanes, having could be more different offensive, it is ensured to be a lively matchup. We're just starting the second quarter, and the score is currently 14-0 for the Patriots.
Thank you, Kate. It was looking pretty good for this offense, but a costly turnover keeps this game within reach for Coastal, as they will set up inside their own 10.
Look for another Millich.
Direct snap to Ashton Millage, and he's got the sideline again. Runs out of room, still dancing. And he's finally dropped down at the 14-yard line.
And Millich has been able to make the first guy miss. They haven't been able to get him on the ground, but able to pick up a good 5 yards there. Probably could have kept going a little bit more, but great job by Millich getting a good gain for the offense, getting them out from inside the 5.
Absolutely. This offense, as has the Southern Christian Patriots offense run through Jagger Scott, Coastal's offense has run through Ashton Millage so far today.
Looks like Millich is going to line up in the wing here.
Colin Wood takes the snap. And that's going to be kicked out to the big man, Max Boggs.
Yeah, another good run setting up a looks like it's going to be a first down. But look like they had something going there. Millich kind of got knocked down. Two of his lead blockers got knocked down, which prevented a little bit more with a 3rd and short coming up.
Could not quite beat him to the sideline, but it was enough for the first. Continuing that trend of kicking it out, bouncing it to the outside as the defenses continue to crowd the box.
Going 3rd and short. Go back to that old-fashioned I formation. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Wood hands it off to Boggs again. He will fight for yards. Tackled short of the 20, and he'll get the first.
That was very close. That was a very close spot. Good job getting the first down, able to reset the chains and keep the drive going.
Elijah Bailey on the tackle for the Southern Christian Patriots, playing both sides of the ball effectively here today.
Yeah, he's playing both sides of the ball really well, able to get this offense going and also making key stops on defense. So good job there. Got both receivers out wide. Look for either a Wood pass here or a Wood run. Either way, Wood's going to be getting the ball.
Absolutely. Let's see if Bailey can keep up that defensive prowess here to keep Coastal off the board as Wood takes the snap. Looks over the middle. He's fired. It's Ashton Millage again, and he's hit hard. Incomplete. Looks like he had that great defensive effort.
Yeah, he was trying to hit him on the slant there. Great job by Millage, at least going up for the ball, not able to come down with it. Great defensive play there by the Patriots. So look for a little bit more of that, look a little bit more of the quick game. It's there. They just got to hit it a little bit, be a little bit more efficient with it.
Timeout, Patriots.
Timeout called for the Patriots.
Timeout of the half.
First of the half. And we will cut to commercial break here as the Southern Christian Patriots stay on top 14-0. Second down coming up here for Coastal. As Wood will take the snap with an empty backfield. Quick pass again. Kicks it out to Logan Wood.
Yeah, just a quick out there for the Coastal, picking up a few yards in that, setting up a 3rd and long.
Few dip and dunk plays, still sticking to that sideline here for the Hurricanes.
That's kind of been the name of the game. The clock's been running a lot, so if you want to be able to make this a one-score game going to the half, you really got to let that clock go a little bit. As soon as you get across 50, you might have to get into that 2-minute offense. But good job. Just got to see if they convert here.
Wood will take the snap again. Looking deep. runs out of room. Flag on the play, looking like it'll be pass interference. A little bit of contact too far downfield. Oh, wow, they're going to call that on the offense.
Yeah, it looked like he gave him a little bit of nudge, trying to prevent Scott from getting that interception. So looks like they may just decline it.
Pass interference, Coastal. That penalty is declined. It's going to be third down.
It'll bring up third for Coastal. This deep ball efficiency has been tough to manage here for the offense. Timeout called for Coastal. Still try and get anything going here. Got to get it out of their own end.
Timeout, Coastal. That's their second.
That's all you got. I don't know.
What did you say, Spence?
Fourth down here for Coastal. Tristan Yan back to punt, and it's blocked. That is blocked, picked up by the defense. Jed Scott on the blocked punt.
Yeah, it looked like French went in there and blocked it, and Scott went over there and picked it up. Great job by blocking the punt, able to get on top 20-0 in the second quarter.
That is the last thing this Coastal Hurricanes team needed. Costly special teams play sets up another score for the Southern Christian Patriots. And they'll line up for the extra point here. The snap's away, and Aiden Hahn will tack on his third of the day to bring the lead to 21-0. We've seen plenty of offensive efficiency here today from the Southern Christian Patriots. What do you think about that special teams play there, Eli?
Great special teams play there. Able to go in there where they went all out for it, able to get the block. I believe it was French that blocked it. Scott picked it up. So great job by going out for the all out, setting up for 21-0. If you're the Patriots, you're feeling pretty good right now, going 21-0. Potentially may get another score going into the half, but holding them to another 3 and out is pretty crucial if you want to be at least up by 3 or 4 scores going into the half.
Absolutely. This aggression from the defense has been felt throughout this field here today. As Southern will kick it away. Squibber there to Wood. And he'll carry it beyond the 40, down to 43.
And Wood setting them up in good field position. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 43-yard line. So you got 5 minutes left. You may be able to get a score on the board now, potentially make it a 2-score game. So if I'm the Coastal Hurricane offense, I got to get a score here. It's pretty crucial, or this game may get out of their reach.
Absolutely. It is a must with time winding here in the first half to get something going on offense.
They're going back to that split back formation. It's been working pretty well for them.
Absolutely, they've loved that crowded backfield. As Wood takes the snap, hands it off again to Boggs, who's fighting it down for yardage once again beyond the 50.
And that's kind of the first big run play we've seen. Besides a few Jagger Scott plays for the Patriots, that's kind of the first big. I think that's the longest run that Coastal's had today. So able to get the ball going, keep the run game going. You got plenty of time on the clock to potentially get a score. So good job for good first play for this Coastal Hurricane drive.
Jagger Scott meet Max Boggs, the big man from Coastal, rumbling downfield for another first.
Yeah, and Boggs has also kind of been their bell cow this year. Looks like they're going with that wing formation. Look for that wing to come in motion. Kick him out on this side.
There he goes. Boggs again. He's got blockers, but does he need them? No, he does not. Down to the 41. Took 4 men to bring down Max Boggs there.
Yeah, just a simple sweep play, outside zone play there. Wing comes out, kicks out the defensive end. Wood able to get another good carry, setting up a 2nd and 4. So this run game has really been working. Credit to the offensive line, moving this Patriot defensive line off the ball. They're really been able to explode off the ball on this drive.
Absolutely. A team that's relied so heavily on the passing offense this year has found beginning to find success on the run as Boggs will kick it out for another first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Will.
That is what they say, Eli.
Great job by Wood getting down there, getting that first down. Still got 3:40 left on the clock. So I'd take your time. You still got plenty of time. You're in Patriot territory now. So I wouldn't resort to the passing game yet. Like I just said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Although I will remind you, Eli, 1 timeout remaining for this Coastal offense. There's not panic time quite yet, but a little bit of urgency.
No, not panic time yet, but a little bit of urgency. You're not in that 2-minute drill yet like you practice every day in practice. So you're not really in desperation time to try to get a score, but you're getting pretty darn close.
The sun is coming out here in Vernon. So they'll send the back in motion. It's Boggs again, and they will stuff him.
Yeah, they went back to that outside zone play. Credit to that Patriot defense, just absolutely tearing it up, knocking Wood back in the backfield.
It's Elijah Bailey on the tackle.
And the key for the defense, if you're playing linebacker any position, every linebacker coach tells you to look at the guard. Look at the guard. If you're an outside backer, they usually tell you to key the wing. Wherever the wing's going, that's usually where the ball is going, and I think that's where the Patriot defense is starting to figure out. Wherever that wing is lined up at, as they go double wing, it looks like they're going to go – no, they're going to go wing to the right.
As Wood will take the snap, keep it himself. Couple of shifty moves there at the line of scrimmage. But that will bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, going with that quarterback sweep, able to pick up a little bit. So right now, like we just talked about, you're in desperation time. You got 2:05 left on the clock. You really need to get something going if you're the Coastal Hurricane offense. And like you just said, Will, they do have that 1 timeout, so you still have that in your back pocket. But I would start thinking about using that now.
Absolutely. Inside 2 minutes now. So they'll go to that wing again.
Look for him to come back to the field.
Wood will keep the snap himself, drops back, going deep, and the pass is batted down by Aiden Hahn.
Yeah, and that was Jan trying to come up with the ball. I believe that was Jan. Trying to see.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was Jan.
That would be Tristan Jan.
Yeah, Tristan Jan, great job coming back for the ball. The ball was just a little bit underthrown. Had to come back for the ball. Setting up a 4th down, so you got that clock stopped. So if you're able to get this first down, I would think about using that timeout immediately with 1:31 left on the clock in the half.
Solid effort for the freshman, Tristan Jan. And Wood will go to the empty backfield here. Over the middle, he's got a man. He's got room to move. Pulled down by the jersey, but not before a big chunk play to Wood.
Just a quick slant there from Wood, and I believe, yeah, we got a Wood-to-Wood connection there going on that quick slant route, able to set them up on the 10-yard line. So if you're Coastal, you got to think about using that timeout. That clock is still running at 1:12, so I would probably go to that timeout.
Coach Chris Wood has to be proud of his boys here as the offense is beginning to click here for the Hurricanes.
You got Wood calling the play to Wood, Wood throwing the ball to Wood. You kind of got a family element going right now on this final drive. Going back to that split back.
Offsides, Patriots. 5 yards, still first down.
Defense a little jumpy on that one, trying to get some kind of stop as we are inside 50 seconds in this first half.
And that actually helped him because that penalty helped him stop the clock.
Handoff to Boggs again. He stays up. Takes 3 once again to tackle Max Boggs.
And they're going to take that timeout. But they were able to save probably about a good 5 seconds with that penalty, able to get the first down on that. So you got 3 yards to go. So you really got 3 more tries. If you go fast here, you really got 3 more tries to get in the end zone.
As long as you're smart with that play clock, there's absolutely a chance here for Coastal to get something on the board here in the first half.
Timeout, Coastal. That's the third and final.
Third and final timeout here for Coastal. We've seen a lot of different looks from this offense here today, Eli. Where do you think they're going to go in this goal-to-go situation?
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like I said, I keep saying it. That's kind of what both offenses have been doing. They've really committed to the run game. When it's come to desperation time, they've really gone to the passing game. But Boggs has kind of been their bell cow, so I would look for either just a straight dive play. They've liked that outside zone with that wing pulling. I would look for something like that. Also would maybe on a QB sweep out there. You really got a lot of run play calls at your disposal here, so I would look for either Boggs or Wood on this one.
Absolutely, a lot of options here with that wing formation. We know they've loved the sideline here today. Let's see what they can do with a crowded box.
And they've also gone to that, looks like they're going with Millage. So we may get a Millage play here. You can also go to the speed option right here on this boundary. They're overloading that side, so you really got a good pitch play there.
Wood takes the snap, hands off to Millage. Bouncing around, losing his footing. Elijah Bailey throwing himself at his feet there, and they're ruling him short of the yard to gain.
And you really got to go fast. You got 28 seconds, and the clock is winding. You really got to get a play off here.
Hurry up offense. The lineup with Millage on the other side now. He'll take the snap himself, runs out of room.
You got to go fast. You got to go fast. You got 10 seconds.
See if they can get another play off. 5 seconds now. He's got it. Wood drops back. Looking to the end zone. Too far for Logan Wood. It falls incomplete, and that will
is
be
the
the
end of the first half.
What a tight finish there in the first half, as we thought Coastal may be able to get something on the board. Nothing doing against this Southern Christian defense. And we're going to throw it down once again to Kate Aitchison on the sideline.
Coach Chris Wood, now tell me, as we're coming into the half with a score of 21-0, who are you seeing leadership from on this team to try and find your groove?
Number 7, Josh Millage, is doing a great job. He's on both sides, and as you saw, he got the wind knocked out of him, but we think we'll get him back in and start making a difference. And we threw him in late. He wasn't quite ready, but we were going to try to get a score in, punch one in right before half.
Yes, sir. And what are you going to go tell your players right now?
Well, they need to play better than they did the first half. They need to play better in the second half. We've been here before, so we just got to get them motivated and get them out there to do it.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Appreciate it.
We're going to take a break here as the first half has wrapped. We'll be back after halftime. And we are back with the second half, and we're going to send it down to Kate Aitchison on the sideline with Coach Scott.
Mic's not on.
We are here with the head coach of the Southern Patriots, and I just have to ask, how do you plan to continue this dominance going into the next half?
So the idea is to run the ball. We're a run-first kind of team. I think we're going to try to do some passing. So it's kind of a crazy thing, but we're going to rely on the run, of course. That's what we do best. But we've got some guys hungry to get the balls in their hands, so we're going to try to get it to them as much as we can. 21 is not a big lead. It's not a time to sit back yet. So we're going to keep pounding and grinding, but we're going to try to air the ball up a little bit. So.
Yes, sir. And what players should we be looking out for when you guys switch up that play?
Yeah, number 7. 7's our number 1 receiver. He's going to be our deep guy. He's going to be the guy. He's the one that ran the little punt block back. So he's going to be the guy you want to watch.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Coach Scott preaching what he practices there. The run game has been the key to success all year for this Southern Patriots offense, as he will look to continue that success in the second half of this tournament. Scott also mentioned that they will continue to look to number 7, his son Jed Scott, the junior, in the passing offense. Eli, how do you think they're going to break that into this run-heavy attack that we've seen so far this game?
I think you're going to get a pretty good Scott balance. I think you're going to get a dose of Jagger Scott and a dose of Jed Scott. They've been kind of going with that quick game, that quick outs, quick slants. So I would look for Jed Scott in that way. And they've just been going power and sweeps with Jagger Scott. So I'd probably get a heavy dose of Scott in the second half.
Absolutely. The Twins have been tough to stop here early on. Let's see if they can carry that into the second half. Now the question remains, what is Coastal's defense to do about such an attack?
I think the best thing you do is kind of crowd the box. They've been kind of the linebackers kind of been staying back, letting Jagger kind of get free yardage. They've really got to clean that up. The D-line's made a few good plays for their defense here, but look for this defense to try to step it up as they do get the ball to start the second half.
And Aiden Hahn will open the second half here with another squiver. Trickles between the legs of Logan Wood, and he will fall on it at the 20. As this is just game 1 of what is to be an exciting tournament coming up here, folks. Later on this evening, we've got games between the Southern Prep and River Oaks, the Freedom Cowboys, and the East Central Patriots. And we will round out the evening with the Pack Panthers taking on the Tennessee Heat. Those games will kick at 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. respectively. So stay tuned, folks, all here on the 8-Man Extreme Network. Coastal's offense will take the field here to start the second half. Eli, what can we expect coming into this after failing to convert on a goal-to-go opportunity to wind down the first half, excuse me?
They really found something with the run game kind of going into halftime on that last offensive drive. Not able to punch it in, but Boggs has kind of been their go-to guy. They've really been pounding it with him. They've been really trying to get Milich out on the edge. So I would look going back to that run game as they are going with that wing formation that we've commonly seen with both offenses today.
Found a lot of success late in the first half with this as they'll go to it again. The wing formation as Wood snaps it off to Ashton Millage. The handoff. First down here for Coastal.
Yeah, just the inside zone play there for Millage. Faking the jet sweep coming back and right up the Millage for the first down. So good first play to open this opening drive for the second half.
Absolutely, they're moving the chains early. Struggled early on in the first half to get any semblance of an offense going, but they seem to have found a bit of a rhythm here.
Yeah, they found a little bit of a rhythm with that Millage-Boggs balance, like we said earlier. Colin Wood's been able to kind of get the ball rolling. Direct snap to Millage here.
Millage will carry it again, just past the 30.
They've also been kind of going with that misdirection to Millage, kind of the direct snap and a little bit of misdirection with that wing pulling. So they found something in the run game. They just can't really get too far deep in the territory. Whenever it's third and long, they've been known today to kind of pass the ball. So they got to be able to mix up that run and pass combination to hopefully get a score on the board.
Absolutely, they will look to mix in that pass, but so far they've been chipping it away at the run game. Not quite enough for a first there. They'll
And they're
bring up
known for
second
the
with the
passing
split
game.
back formation.
And they're known for the passing game.
Absolutely, this has been a team that's found a lot of success on the pass, and they'll try to do it again as Woods drops back and finds Millage. He'll take to the sideline, down around the 45, shoved out of bounds, but a big gain here for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, just across and right over there to Millage, able to roll out, throw across his body back to the sideline, able to pick up a quick. Looked like he picked up about 5 yards of the play. Good first down to keep those chains moving.
Absolutely. We were just talking about that passing attack, and there they go, hitting their leading receiver.
Now you got that first down. I would settle in a little bit more. You're out. You're almost to the 50, so you're almost out of your own territory. So look for another dose of 87. But Millage is in the backfield, so look for maybe another direct snap or another inside zone play to Millage.
And they'll fake the direct snap to Millage. Wood picks it up himself, and he is absolutely swarmed. And the ball is loose. They're going to review it, but as of now, it's Robbie Finley picking it up. The scoop and score. Colin Wood down on the field after the play. And as we manage this injury, seems as if we won't step away, and a touchdown is ruled on the play for the senior captain, Robbie Finney, the nose guard. Making a big play at defensive end there.
Yeah, just able to scoop up the loose ball and roll it in for a touchdown. This Patriot team is rolling as this third quarter is starting to get kicked off.
As Hahn lines up for his fourth extra point of the day. And he hooked it wide right, no good. It'll leave the score at 27-0. And we will kick it to a commercial break. And we are back as Hahn will kick this away back to the Coastal offense. Another squibber. Picked up by Logan Wood. And the ball is loose, recovered at the 35 by Southern Christian. A dagger.
Another great play there by Rob Finney, able to force the second fumble, back-to-back fumbles by Finney, with Gabriel Finney able to pick it up. Great job there by the special teams play, getting the ball back for this Patriot offense.
Absolutely, and that is a backbreaker in this one. A game already getting somewhat out of hand, and Southern Christian will pick it up once again inside their own offensive zone.
Actually, I believe it was Sam Terry's the one that picked that one up. But nonetheless, great job there by the Patriot team, able to get the ball back to potentially get this thing to about five scores. So if you're the Patriot offense, you're cruising right now.
And that, it's Elijah Bailey to Toby Miller, the tight end.
Yeah, just another crossing route. Good job. Pick up a first down. Get the chains moving. I mean, if you're the Patriot right now, you're just kind of cruise control. You don't want to worry about. You want to worry about not turning the ball over. But right now, you've got a complete control in this game. So biggest thing is get your guys familiar with the playbook. They've been doing it all year, but execution is kind of a big thing right now. So just get this game a little bit out of reach, so that way you can kind of get your backups and get a little bit of experience.
And that'll bring up 1st and 10 at the 27 for the Southern Patriots offense. Snap, and it's Jagger Scott again. Up the gut, this time down to the 20.
And Jagger Scott just right up the middle, straight dive play, able to run over a Coastal Carolina defender. So Jagger Scott's been doing it all day. He's kind of been the bell cow for them, like we've said before. Great job by Jagger Scott, able to pick up the first down.
2 scores in the first quarter for Jagger Scott, looking to continue that production and put this game further out of reach as there is a flag on.
Full start, Patriots. First down.
It's a false start on the offense. We'll walk it back.
Yeah, it looks like Jagger Scott just got a little bit antsy on that one. But it's all right. Those mistakes happen. Able to bounce back for it. The kids had a really good game today. So look for another dose of 15 here. Look for them to give the ball right back to Jagger Scott.
Absolutely. This will be a replay of first down. Scott still in the backfield, 2 receivers high. As Bailey drops back, keeps it himself, and will be walked down at the 35 or the 25, excuse me.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking for Jagger Scott on that Texas route right there. But the pocket broke down on him. Good job for the Coastal Carolina defense, breaking down that pocket and able to get the quarterback on the ground.
Absolutely. A day that we've seen both quarterbacks hit some tricky moves. A lot of illusion, but not quite enough there as the defensive line overpowered him in the end.
Going back to that split back.
And another false start.
False start, Patriots. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Penalties keeping this defensive series alive for the Coastal Hurricanes. So we'll bring up a replay of second down as Bailey drops back, looks for Jagger Scott, but it's just short. Drops into the dirt, falls incomplete, bring up third down.
Yeah, he was just looking for him on that little choice right there. Just a little bit underthrown. Not a bad pass, but looks like we got a 3rd and forever here. So if you're the Patriots, you want to convert on this. But again, you got the clock's on your side. You're still up 4 scores. Your defense is playing outstanding all day. And it's kind of a too short of a field to punt the ball. So this is kind of a go for it situation here for the Patriots.
Absolutely. Interesting field position. As we wonder what kind of third down play Elijah Bailey is cooking for this offense. Bailey under center, Jagger in the backfield. Receiver in motion as a timeout is called here.
Timeout, Patriots. That's their first of the half.
Patriots will use their first charge time out of the half. And we will step aside. We're back, and it's third down for the Southern Christian Patriots, looking to put this one even further out of reach. Looking for another jump, but Bailey will pitch it back to Curran. Lawson Curran runs out of room at the sideline, and there is a flag down on the play.
Looks like it might have been holding on the play.
Holding, Patriots. That penalty is declined. It is 4th down.
Holding penalty on the offense declined. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, so you're 4th and 10. Again, you're kind of in that weird situation where you can't punt. You're inside. You're at the 20-yard line, so go for it here. Your offense has been great all day. Look for, looks like they may go for a field goal here.
Yes, the field goal team is coming out. Aiden Hahn, 3 for 4 on extra points on the day, looking for his first field goal attempt.
And I believe this is about a 30-yard field goal. So kind of a little bit of a chip shot. He's on the left hash, so pretty easy kick for Hahn here.
The snap is away, the hold is good, and the kick falls short in the end zone. No good. Coastal will take over on offense.
Yeah, he just got a ton of air on that one. Not able to make the distance, kind of hooked it wide right. Not a bad kick, kind of a weird angle on that left hash. That's kind of hard for most college kickers too, kicking it from the left hash. A lot of them hook it, so no shame there. Still up 27-0 with this Coastal offense coming back on the field.
Absolutely, especially considering we're starting to feel the wind pick up here at Vernon Field. You can hear it over the mics.
Yeah, that Florida wind is something, ain't it, Will?
Oh, absolutely. Nothing quite like it.
And how great is this, having the national tournament here in Panama City? You got the ocean just about 30 miles away from here. You got a great group of teams here today competing for that national championship trophy, both at the D1 and D2 level. It's a really great. It's really a great event.
Coastal, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
False start on the offense as the laundry continues to hit the field here.
Yeah, and like I was saying, it's a great event put on by these wonderful people, able to give these kids a chance to compete for not just a trophy but also recognition.
Absolutely, folks. You got to remember this is just game 1 of what is to be an exciting tournament as Ashton Millage is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd. And this is the first time, folks, that we are seeing 8 unique teams, never before seen here at this tournament here in Panama City Beach.
Yeah, you got a lot of different scale of competition. You got River Oaks and Southern Prep coming up. You have Freedom and East Central coming up. And you got arguably the game of the night, the Tennessee Heat and the Pac Panthers rematch from last year that everybody's kind of anticipating. You got 2 really good offenses, a really two really good defenses in that game. Every game is going to be exciting tonight, but that's kind of the one that everybody's looking forward to.
And we've got another handoff to Max Boggs, headed for the sideline, won't get enough there. We'll bring up third. It's looking like they will spot the ball at the 13-yard line. As the Coastal Homeschool Hurricanes continue to look for an opening here. Clock winding in the third quarter. As Wood takes a high snap, and he'll launch it deep downfield. Nobody home, incomplete. Intended for Josh Ashton Millage again, and there is a flag down back by the line of scrimmage. Behind the line of scrimmage, excuse me.
Pass interference, all right, roughing the passer. Defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And that will be a roughing the passer penalty that will move the chains. A little bit of a game saver here for this Coastal offense.
Yeah, they're getting a good big break on that play, able to get the penalty yardage, getting the ball up to looks like the 28-yard line. So going to the passing game, corner out there by Mills, just kind of a miscommunication, but the penalty is setting them up with a new set of downs.
And they'll go to that split backfield again. As Wood takes the snap, hands off to Max Boggs, who's stuffed up at the line. Oh, Elijah Bailey on the tackle.
And Elijah Bailey doing a little bit of everything right now, playing defense, really good play at the outside linebacker position, also at the quarterback. Elijah Bailey and Jagger Scott really doing a great job here for this Patriot team today.
Absolutely, the two-headed monster at linebacker here. As Wood drops back, looks over the middle. That's Boggs.
Yeah, Boggs able to run that out route. Wood able to find his receiver, able to find Boggs rather quickly on that out route, setting up a 3rd and 5.
Smash mouth rushing performance for Boggs today, and he's got a reception now. Adding to this impressive stat sheet. As clock continues to wind here in the third quarter.
Yeah, if you're Coastal, you got to get something going here. You're down 4 scores. The clock is still winding down. About 2:25 left to go in the third quarter as Mills goes in motion.
Oh, and he'll drop it right off for Millage as he comes across. He'll get about 5 on the carry.
Looks like the Patriots are going with that 4-man front again. It's been really helping them out a lot in this run game. Boggs has kind of been running all over them, resulting back to that 4-man front. Really worked for them early. Let's see if they can get a stop here.
Millage in motion again. Same play to the other side. Breaks a tackle, breaks another one, beats a man. Down at the 37, Josh Ashton Millage.
Yeah, just another sweet play there. 4-man front looked like it was going to work. It freed up the outside linebacker, freed up Bailey to potentially to make that tackle. But good job by Millage to make that man miss and get the ball down to the Patriot 40-yard line.
A lot of men hitting their blocking assignments on that one. Coach has to be pleased with the big chunk play.
Yeah, and this O-line has been really good. We're able to free up Boggs and Millage on several plays here. So good job by the Coastal offensive line. They've been playing really well today. They've had they've lost some and they've won some against this Patriot defensive line, but overall it's been a great battle in the trenches today.
Absolutely.
Going back with that split backfield's been working out really well for them.
Wood takes the snap. Running out of room. Stumbles but maintains his footing. a flag in the backfield as he won't gain much on that one.
There's 2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation on Coastal. Then we have a personal foul, hands to the face on the Patriots, number 55. They'll offset, first down.
Offsetting penalties on that one is an illegal formation and a hands to the face cancel each other out. Single back set as clock winds here in the third. Takes the snap, hands off to Boggs. Runs out of room.
Yeah, and good job by Elijah Bailey filling the gap, preventing Boggs from getting a lot. Looks like he lost yards on that, so good job by Boggs for that tackle for loss.
And that will do it here in the third quarter. 27-0, Southern Christian Patriots.
That is the end of the third quarter.
As we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter. As we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter, we're going to hand it down once more to Kate Aitchison on the sideline.
Rounding out the third quarter, the Patriots still continue to hold dominant, and they are cool, calm, and collected on the sideline. Across the sideline, the Hurricanes were chatting about their quarterback, Colin Wood, and how he has a sore back, he's injured, and he's not playing to his full potential. This game has been lively, and it is looking like the winning team will continue to dominate throughout the whole game.
You heard it, folks. Coastal starting quarterback Colin Wood a little shaken up after that last drive.
Yeah, he's been running for his life all day. This Patriot defense has really been getting after him. He's really been a warrior out there today, making some big plays, big connections to Millage and Boggs. So good credit to Colin Wood for sticking it out in this one.
Absolutely. He's leaving it all out on the field. He's battling for his teammates. That's what it's all about, folks. That's why we play this game. The winner of this game will move on to a game on Saturday against the winner of the following games, Southern Prep versus River Oaks, for the Division II championship.
They're going back to that wing formation.
And Wood will stay out on the field as the offensive line jumps.
Coastal, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Walk it back 5 yards, repeat second down. Wood will hand it off again to Boggs, who is met by the defensive line immediately.
Yeah, good job there by Toby Miller, able to shoot the gap and stop Boggs in his tracks. This defensive line, again, like we said earlier, has been really getting after it with both Miller and Dallas Tucker, the senior, really leading this defensive line to stop that Coastal running game.
That'll bring up 3rd and 16.
Look for another passing play. Here you got Wood out wide.
As Colin Wood will drop back, looks over the middle for Boggs again. He's got another catch, but won't get much further than the line of scrimmage to bring up 4th down. Ball spotted at the 44 after a minimal gain from Boggs. Wood takes the snap. Deep drop back. And a bit of a duck there, falls incomplete, intended for Jan. And that will be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, just was trying to hit him on that little out route right there. Just underthrew him. Wood's been pressured all day. Way to get the ball out, but not unable to connect on that out route.
Ten and a half left in the fourth, as Southern Christian will take over. And another handoff here to Jagger Scott, and he sees nothing but green grass as he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern.
I would go ahead and give that one to the Southern Christian offensive line. Way to explode off the ball to free up Jagger Scott on that long touchdown run. Big credit to that offensive line.
Absolutely.
You got to give the big boys some love sometimes.
The big man, absolutely.
They're the ones putting the work down there in the trenches.
Doing the most for this Southern Christian Patriots offense today.
They're the ones putting all the work down there in the trenches, really doing a great job to free up their big-time running back, able to set this thing up to potentially be a 34-0 game.
Absolutely. Refs are winding the clock as Hahn will line up for his 5th extra point attempt of the day, and it is good. 34-0. Southern Christian on top. I'd like to thank y'all on behalf of 8-Man Extreme for joining us for today's broadcast. Again, I'm Will Morrow. Alongside me, Eli, apologies, folks, little mic issue here. Again, Will Morrow alongside me, Eli Cornett. And down on the sideline, we've got Kate Aitchison. I'd like to thank our crew as well. We've got James Shannon, Alex Chasen, Theo Fernandez as well down in the booth. And, of course, cannot forget about the wonderful Spencer Thompson. And the clock continues to wind here. The refs have ruled a mercy rule here in favor of the Southern Christian Patriots, as Hahn will kick it off, blocked in front. Gabe Finney collects.
Yeah, and that was Gabriel Finney able to get that ball off the ricochet.
Excellent kick for Hahn as it bounces off the hands of Max Boggs and into the arms of Gabriel Finney. Almost off his shoulder pad there. And Southern Christian will take over on offense once again.
Yeah, if you're Southern Christian, you want to get those young guys in, get them some experience. Those are the guys who've put in the work at practice all year long. Get those guys some good playing time in a very meaningful game, as looks like they are going to advance to the D2 championship to play the winner of Southern Prep and River Oaks coming up next.
Takes the snap, running out of room to move, stays on his feet. It will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage once again. Elijah Bailey, field generaling this team to an impressive lead, as that'll bring up second down. Clock will continue to wind as Southern Christian looks to put this one to bed. 3 receivers out. Bailey with a quick snap count. He'll take it up the middle himself. He's going to stay on his feet, spinning for the first down and more.
Just a QB draw straight up the middle by Elijah Bailey there. Great job picking up the first down. Clock is already moving due to that mercy rule, but that ground game's been working for him all day with Jagger Scott and Elijah Bailey. So good job picking up the first down there.
Absolutely.
And Coastal not out of this thing yet. They will play the loser of River Oaks and Southern Prep. So they still have another chance to kind of redeem themselves from this one. They really did play hard. Scoreboard doesn't really show it, but they really did play hard. Boggs and Wood and Millage really put it all on the field today for that Coastal Carolina team.
Absolutely. Were it not for some big game-changing plays early, this outcome could have looked a lot different.
Yeah, and they just had some plays that didn't go their way, and that just happens sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. A big kick return to start the game down to the 4-yard line. As Bailey will drop back again, running out of time, and he is sacked.
And that's another good play that they kind of can build on going into their next game on Saturday. You're just looking for big plays like that. In situations like this, as a coach myself, you're just looking for your kids to fight, kind of put it all out on the field. Also gets an opportunity for those young guys to get in. Same thing as Southern Christian. Kind of get those young guys in, get them experience. And this Coastal Carolina team really is putting it all on the field today. And it looks like Elijah Bailey's done for the day.
Yeah, they will take out their starting quarterback as Southern Christian has put up a dominant performance.
Going back for the split back.
That's William Dooley, the freshman, getting some reps. First pass intended for Vaughn will fall incomplete.
Little rollout there for the freshman quarterback, able to, as the rain does come down.
Absolutely,
so
the rain.
Kind of had that pass going in the nick of time for this rain to finally start coming down. We are in Florida after all. This is kind of the rainy state. So just look for them to kind of close us out with some run plays here and get out of here.
The weather, much like football, can change on a dime, folks, but this game is looking pretty much sealed. As Dooley will bring a man in motion on third down, bobbles the snap, and he will go down.
Yeah, another good play there by the Coastal team, able to get another good play there, building on for their next game coming up on Saturday.
Absolutely, this team, plenty to work with, as we mentioned before. Were it not for a couple big plays early, could have been a much different outcome.
4th and long here. With that rain coming down, just expect another run. Coastal may try to get some points on the board, so just expect kind of exploit the run game from here on out.
Absolutely, not much to look for through the air as the rain continues to pour.
Looks like they're going to punt it here to give the Coastal opportunity to get on the board.
That's Jagger Scott with the boot, and that will get past Ashton Millage, who finds the sideline, and he's rocked at the 30-yard line. Hit hard. But he'll pop right back up, the resilient young man with a good return.
And that just kind of puts a stamp on Jagger Scott's game today. He's kind of been doing it all for this Patriot team on offense and defense and special teams on that one, so good job. Great game by Jagger Scott. He's going to kind of be a guy that we'll be looking for in that championship game later this week on Saturday.
Always nice to have a Swiss Army knife like Jagger Scott in a leadership position. Made such a difference for this team here today.
Yeah, he and Elijah Bailey both really did a good job today managing this offense and this defense, really leaving it all on the field to help lead their team to victory.
As Colin Wood will trot his offense back onto the field. Split back set once again. As he'll take the snap and hand it off once again to Max Boggs, who's met with significant resistance by the defensive line.
Coach is going to take a timeout here.
Timeout called.
Timeout Coastal. That's their first of the half.
Absolutely. This Southern Christian Patriots team is all set to advance to the D2 championship against the winner of the 1 o'clock game. Between Southern Prep, and River Oaks. Apologies for the technical difficulties, folks. The wet weather out here is not doing us any favors. As Colin Wood will line up once again in the split back set, takes the snap, drops back, looking deep immediately. He's got Ashton Millage downfield and it falls incomplete. Double coverage there for the Southern Christian defense. Tightening up, not letting anything through.
And a good throw there by Colin Wood, getting that ball out. Just kind of overshot a receiver, Millage there, just on a straight 9 route. Clock still running. Looks like they may run this one out, may get one more play off.
Coastal should get 1 or 2 more plays out of this, as they will call another timeout.
Coastal, that's their second charge timeout.
Second charge timeout of the half for Coastal. .48 seconds remaining on this clock. Eli, how are you feeling about this Southern Christian Patriots team heading into the D2 championship?
I think whoever they play is going to be a great matchup. You got 2 great players in Bailey and Scott leading this team. So I think you're really going to have a competitive D2 championship no matter who they play, River Oaks and Southern Prep. We're really in store for a great game coming up in the 1 o'clock hour. So we are really probably going to be set for a really competitive D2 championship game.
Absolutely. A lot of really deserving teams made the trip here to Panama City Beach for this tournament. And the opening game has not disappointed. As the clock will start on the snap, 34-0 is the score, as the Coastal Homeschool Hurricanes will look to put anything up on the board to round out this one. Wood sends Boggs in motion, takes the high snap once again. Deep drop back, deep pass. Looking for Logan Wood, and it's nearly intercepted. A little too far for Logan Wood, and the final timeout will be called.
Yeah, going for another.
Coastal, that's their final charge timeout. It's a 30-second charge timeout.
Yeah, going for another deep shot there to his brother Wood. Unable to make the connection as they do use their final timeout.
We're standing by, folks, as the teams huddle up with 40 seconds remaining in this one.
And we do have a great slate of games coming up. Like we said earlier, we do have River Oaks and Southern Prep coming up at 1 o'clock. We also have the Freedom Cowboys Seek champions going up against East Central, who did battle Evangel last week. And to cap it off, we do have the Pack Panthers rematching against the runner-up Seek, the runner-ups out of the Seek Conference, the Tennessee Heat, looking to get a little bit of revenge on the Pack Panthers from last year.
Look out now, Eli. This one's not done quite yet as a quick completion to Ashton Millage over the middle sets up a long bomb, incomplete.
Looks like this one's going to be...
and that will wrap this contest up. Clock will wind. Oh, they're going to try for one more play. Can't get the snap off, and that'll do it. The Southern Christian Patriots will advance to the D2 championship by a score of 34-0. Once again from the 8-Man Extreme Network, I have been Will Morrow, alongside me Eli Cornett. I'd like to thank everyone down in the booth, Alex Chasen, Spencer Thompson, Kate Aitchison down on the sideline. And that'll do it for us here today. Stay tuned, folks, because we got another exciting matchup coming up between Southern Prep and River Oaks at 1 o'clock.